What highly paid executives failed to solve for months was fixed in seconds by someone no one was listening to. Inside glass-walled boardrooms, elite consultants debated endlessly, armed with complex models, impressive resumes, and million-dollar salaries. Yet the problem remained unsolved. Every meeting ended the same way: more charts, more jargon, and more delays. Confidence filled the room, but clarity never arrived. Then, in a moment no one expected, a quiet voice broke through the noise. She wasn't wearing a suit or sitting at the table. She was a waitress, present, observant, and unnoticed. While serving coffee, she had been listening, not trying to impress anyone, just paying attention. In seconds, she connected dots the experts had overlooked, pointing out a simple flaw hidden beneath layers of overthinking. The room fell silent. What months of strategy sessions couldn't achieve was suddenly clear. Her insight proved that intelligence doesn't always announce itself with titles, degrees, or authority. Often it sits on the sidelines, ignored simply because it doesn't look the part. This moment exposed a harsh truth about power and perception. When status becomes the filter for who is heard, brilliance is routinely dismissed. The waitress didn't just solve a problem, she challenged an entire culture that equates value with position. In that instant, the illusion of superiority shattered, reminding everyone that the sharpest minds aren't always the loudest or the most celebrated. Sometimes they're the ones no one thinks to listen to at all. With one sharp insight, the waitress didn't just solve a problem. She shattered the illusion that power, titles, and degrees define real problem solvers. For months, a multi-million-dollar dilemma had stalled progress, with executives convening endless meetings, hiring consultants, and relying on elaborate strategies that never worked. The boardroom was filled with confidence, polished presentations, and the kind of authority that usually demands respect. But despite all that, the solution remained elusive. Then came the unexpected moment. A waitress, quietly observing from the sidelines, spoke up. Her suggestion was so simple, so direct, yet so profound, that it instantly cut through the noise of overcomplicated plans and hierarchical assumptions. What had been hidden under layers of corporate ego and bureaucratic thinking became obvious in seconds. Her perspective, coming from someone with no title or authority, reminded everyone that brilliance doesn't wear a label, and expertise isn't always measured by years of experience or letters after a name. This moment became a powerful lesson in humility and recognition. The problem's resolution highlighted how often organizations overlook unconventional thinkers and undervalue voices outside traditional power structures. It also revealed the blind spots created by arrogance and overconfidence, how easy it is to dismiss insights simply because they come from an unexpected source. The waitress's contribution wasn't just a practical fix, it was a cultural shockwave. It forced executives and observers alike to question their assumptions about intelligence, authority, and credibility. In a single moment, she redefined what it means to be a real problem solver. It's not the title you hold, the office you sit in, or the degree you earned. It's your ability to see clearly, act decisively, and speak courageously even when no one expects you to. Instead of dismissing her, the CEO made a decision that stunned everyone, proving that true leadership recognizes talent wherever it appears and rewards courage instantly. In most corporate settings, a voice like hers might have been ignored, brushed aside as insignificant or out of place. After all, she was a waitress, not an executive, and yet her insight had just solved a problem that had baffled some of the most experienced minds in the company. Many expected the CEO to politely nod, maybe thank her and move on, but that's not what happened. He paused, looked around the room, and then acted decisively. By acknowledging her contribution in front of the entire team, he sent a powerful message. Ideas matter more than status, and courage deserves recognition. It wasn't just about solving the $100 million problem anymore. It was about setting a precedent. Every employee witnessed that talent could come from anywhere, and that leadership is measured not by ego, but by the ability to see potential and act on it. The CEO's decision reshaped the company culture in an instant. Employees who had been waiting in silence felt encouraged to speak up. Managers realized that listening is as valuable as directing. And even the board recognized that brilliance is often hidden where you least expect it. His actions demonstrated that true leadership isn't about maintaining hierarchy. It's about empowering others, validating contributions, and creating an environment where innovative thinking is nurtured, no matter who it comes from. In that moment, the company understood that success doesn't just come from strategies and processes, it comes from people, courage, and recognition. By rewarding her bravery and insight, the CEO didn't just solve a problem. He sparked a transformation that would influence how everyone approached work, leadership, and collaboration long into the future.